afternoon. What a day. I spent the day scrubbing the roof of my van underneath the solar panels and washing the whole thing, and I'm already whooped. But I thought I'd get this project started because I don't want to waste the day and I still got a few hours. Last night I threw something into soak and didn't film it, but I did take a picture this time beforehand. I'm pretty sure. And what we got is the garden shears. The house in New Jersey where I grew up had a yard, a grass yard, millions of trees, but around that grass somebody had painted and placed white rocks all the way around. And we didn't have weed whackers. We had these. Now you think, oh, it's not so bad. But when you're 7, 8, 9, and you're trying to... So I hate these things. But, and I don't want to take them apart because to re-rivet these, I don't think it would do it justice. I know it wouldn't. So we're going to see what we can do without doing that. And just get them back to operational. We'll give them a quick sharpen, I think, and then I'll send them on down the road. But, all right, let's dive in. I'll wipe them down first. I am going to use a paper towel for this one because they're pretty gross. Wow. It did pretty good. I guess, yep, we'll wire brush. I think I'm going to put some new paint on it. I don't see why not. If I can get them cleaned up enough. What do you think? Paint or no paint? Well, not yellow, because I don't have any. I like yellow. All right, let's go. Actually, I'm going to run in and have lunch real quick, and then we'll go. All right, I went over these with a piece of sandpaper real quick. These are Wiss, Newark, New Jersey. My almost hometown, grass snip. So not only do I remember these nightmare tools from New Jersey, but these are from New Jersey. And I did notice that I think I can take the spring out, which might make it able to get in deeper to clean them and definitely clean up the spring. Or maybe I'm wrong. No. Don't be silly. Oh. As soon as I turned off the camera, I got it right out. It won't really help me get in here a whole lot, but I will be able to clean this up and get where it was blocking. So I guess wire wheel, and we'll go from there. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, or I don't know why I'm doing it, I guess. All right, let me set that up. They're looking better than I thought. It's going to need quite a bit of Dremel time down in there. I'm going to try and get some of the pitting out. Again, I don't want to go too far with them. It's pretty light, but again, these are number 500 2208949 Wiss Grass Snip from Newark, New Jersey. All right, I'll set all that up and I'll bring you back. Okay, I did a little bit of dremeling in some corners, and I'm going to try and let me start with a piece of 120. I just want to see how the hand sanding will do on the blades. think we'd need something more aggressive. I got a piece of 80 here. Let's try that. Not bad. A little more work, and I think we can get them at least to acceptable look. Some of the nooks and crannies are going to be tough, but I said we'll augment it with the Dremel. All right, I did some hand sanding. I lubed with a little WD-40 to kind of rinse things out as I went, and they're looking okay. I'm going to try the little abrasive pads just to see the effect. This thing is pretty pitted and it's pretty old, but I think we can get it to a point where it scratches my nostalgia itch. Let's, I want to get down in more, so it did good on the back there. Still some buildup on the inside here. So I want to get into here more. That's looking pretty good. And these, I think, will come with a little bit more sanding. I'll get those ready to be painted. But let's flush a little more. This is great for flushing out the goobers. That's a technical term. Write it down. It's going to be on the test. All right, y'all. I'm going to give them a good rinse. But real quick, I'm going to try and run this stone down the cutting edge. It's actually pretty clean. I want to just see if we can get it a little sharper, for prosperity. Yep, I kept it at the same bevel. Just cleaned up, I can feel the difference. So it should make a difference when you test them. Basically, I just matched the bevel, and now I'll just knock the scratches out of there, and we can start rinsing. All right, so for about an hour, I wrestled this spring back in, and it's in, but I didn't record all that because those words would get me banned, I think. I'm wiping it down with some, and getting in the grooves with some acetone. Normally I would just use mineral spirits, but I feel like there was grease in there at one time, and it's a little crusty here and there. So, and then I'm gonna mask it off, and we're gonna paint the handle. So let me do that, and then we'll be getting close. I think I'm going to zip. No, that'll slip. I'll just tape it. I'll be back. I went with green. I figured it's very gardenish. And I had it left over from my toolbox. All right. Today's been a long day. I worked on my van. I washed my van. I made some clothing rod brackets for an old closet that we are turning back into a clothes closet. I cleaned up my garage a little bit. I try to do a little maintenance every day. I got that tip from my brother. I probably should time it better, and I spent hours, at least an hour, putting that damn spring back in, but it's in. I triple painted it. I clipped a couple of weeds that are growing in my flower bed to test it, but I'm not going to bother drag. You got to trust me. It works. It's a functional tool, but who still does? So I will return it to its rightful owner, the fellow I got it from. Also, remember these. I did put a coat of shellac on these handles. I thought it would just keep them from palm sweat rusting them up too quickly. So on that note, I'm going to go in and shower because I stink. And then I'm going to go sit in my backyard and watch the waning end of summer say goodbye to me. And I hope you guys had fun today, and I hope I will see you here next week. Thank you. I appreciate you being here now.